Most producers think that amateur beats always ties back to a sound, a better sound. Just get better sounds, you make better beats. It's not always the case. Sometimes with amateur beats, it's just you haven't finished your intent. So for example, let's load up a really basic plugin here, Toxic Biohazard, for example. And let's go to the presets, let's go to default. And we're gonna basically program a little synth here. So I'm gonna design this to where we're modulating oscillator 1 by oscillator 2. Very simple patch, nothing too wild. We're gonna pan one left, pan one right to create a nice wide sound. So we're starting with a very basic sound here, guys. Now what I'm gonna do is record some chords. So let's do like a Drake. Let's do like a Drake vibe. All right, so now we have that in there. Now most people stop here. They just go, okay, that's my idea, which it does sound like a good idea. It's not that it's amateur. It's just that we haven't expressed its highest intent depending on what genre we're going for. So now it's about post-production. And this is an art that really centers around sound design. It's not the notes that we add in that makes a melody better all the time. Sometimes it's the way we manipulate the way the sound sounds. So for example, I can add a note in here, double click and make this a slide note. Now all the notes that are being played will slide to this note. That little detail adds a lot more pro sound to it because we're used to hearing different effects on our sounds in rage music specifically. So we could do this. Now you don't want to use it every single time. My point is it's something different that catches the ear. So it's not the sound that changed, it's the way we handle it. Now what happens if I hit Alt A, for example? Now we have an arpeggiator. Now what if we send the sound to the mixer? Let's hit Control L. And then we add something like either Looperator or whatever plugin you guys use. Now let's just add in some effects in here. So now I'm just adding little stutters, little filters, little tape stop effects. Again, you guys can get more creative with this. Now what happens if we add even more layers in here? Like for example, there's a plugin called Transporter, which is really good in FL Studio. See if I can find it. Transporter, where is it? Transporter. Let's do tempo based. Now we're making like a granular sound here. And then we can shift the octave. We could also reverse the chops. So now I'm just switching up the timing. So is it really that we had the wrong notes, or we just didn't know how to take the sound all the way to the top with sound design techniques? And what happens if we run this through Fruity Limiter? Pull the saturation down, turn the gain up. And what happens if we add a Fruity Limiter again? Look how full the sound sounds. Let's go to compressor mode, let's go to threshold, ratio to the left. Turn up sustain to get rid of jitter. Look guys, we turn this, well, Let me see. Is there a way to pull that back? I guess not. But we turn this arpeggio, which already sounds cool, into this. So it's not just the sound, guys. It's understanding how to create post-processing that fits wherever you're trying to go. That's where most people just give up, is they're like, okay, I have the right chords, I have the right technical, but it's like they don't have the rest. And that rest part is what you have to learn. So go to busyworksbeats.com/premium and you guys will see, like, let me see if I can add some drums real quick to this. Let me save this real quick. I'm gonna show you guys how fast we can just make this into something now. Am I gonna sit here and make the greatest beat of all time? I don't know, maybe I will. All right, so let's add some drums underneath here. We're gonna use some underground kits to save some time. Let's do so I'm gonna go ta 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 ta. Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly add drums in here just to show you guys. I'm picking random sounds, I'm not overthinking anything. Let's add that in. Let's hit Control B. Let's turn this fader down just a little bit. We already kind of have a bass in that sound. Now it's about understanding different rhythms, which I teach. All right, now to add potential kick. Sorry, let me go back. So this is all about trecio. I teach this pattern all the time. It's the most ubiquitous drum pattern you'll see. Trecio, tre-si-o. All right, so now we have the kick. Now let's say we wanted to, do something different on the second half. We can make this unique. We could do something in the actual piano roll. So one technique is to simply just transpose the notes. I could double click in here and hit shift up a half step. That's one cool technique. We could, transpose an octave. Now let's mix all this. Let's group all this into a mix so that we can mix it. Gonna move a little bit quicker here, guys, because I still think we need some kind of sub bass in here. Just show you guys, we can use a simple sine wave. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. Let's make it monophonic. I'm moving a little bit quicker here because, again, just got to find that root note. So I'm just playing the half step. All right, so now let's copy the bass, make it unique, hit shift up so it follows the same key that we did, and then we could group all these together, hit Control G, and then hit Shift Q to quantize all these notes. And now I'm going to process the 808 or the bass to have more of a tone. Let's add Fruity Wave Shaper. So this is a post-production technique. It's not the notes I'm adding. It's not some magical music theory thing. Let's push the sound a little bit. Let's also drop this down an octave, control down. All right, now I'm going to mix it into the group. And because we have two basses fighting each other, I might move one. There we go. Now we got the other bass out the way. It's that little stereo shaping. That little sawtooth in here, sit back. I'm just shaving off the peaks here. Using the saturation. And now it's about prioritizing what sound. So is it really about the sounds, you guys, or is it just about the way we handle sounds? I did this in a matter of like a couple minutes. What I'm going to do is automate the EQ. So you guys saw how we transformed that simple sound, those two chords, into this entire thing. And I'm not going to sit here and produce an entire track, but we took that. Now, it wasn't as sizzled as that, but we took that basic sound and made this whole thing around it. All right. So I want you guys to learn more. Go to busyworksbeats.com/premium, and you guys will learn all these techniques to really transform your ideas into something bigger. Peace out. Even this sound is dope. Such a dope ending sound. Peace out, guys.